Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Thanks for joining me today. I'm back today to do week 41 of Margarete Miller's 52-week collage assignments, volume 2 for 2022. Oh, it's chilly today. And we're on week 41. So we're nearly at the end of the year. We're into October now. And the 5 prompts and the bonus are glass, something triangular in shape, something found in the desert, library ephemera such as lending card, catalogue card or checkout receipt, typewriter text, and the bonus is lined paper. So I think I've kind of got everything. Let me show you what I found. I kind of had some difficulty finding something in glass in my stash and something triangular, but I'll show you what I think I'll use. So let's have a look at what I've got. So I have here glass. So I had a picture out of a magazine of a glass, just the base of the glass really, not the stem. So I think we'll probably use that. Something found in a desert. I've got a gecko. I've chopped his tail off because that went on to the next page of the book. So probably put him on. He's quite big, but we could sort of put him on, and his ears actually on the sand. A library ephemera card. Well, that was a bit of a failure. I tried to scan one that I have, which is craft coloured, coffee coloured, and it's come out grey back and the front, so I'm not too sure whether I'll use that or not. I might do, because it's got the book author, title, date due and borrower's name. Typewriter text. I've got a piece of this which would have come out of a book for somebody learning to touch type. And the other glass thing I found was beautiful stained glass windows, so I quite like those, so I might use those instead of the glass. They're absolutely beautiful. And lined paper. I have various bits of scraps of lined paper in my stash, so I might as well use up some of these different lines. Bits of scrap. What else? Something triangular in shape. The only thing I could find was in a craft magazine that I have, and it's a triangular shaped card, handmade birthday card. I thought that was quite nice actually, so, and different, so I think I'll probably use that. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do. So we're using the spiral bound craft scrapbook. We're nearly at the end of it, so we're on week 42. The only thing I haven't found probably is a number to go on the page, but I just spotted that in my scrap pile. 4 and a 2, so we can make that work. Sorry, I yawned then. When I'm cold, I do have a tendency to keep yawning. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get started. So, let's have a look at the things we've got. So I'll have to fussy cut this gecko out a bit better than this. So let me quickly do that and ask you how you're all doing while I'm cutting. Hope you're all keeping well and warm and all of that, healthy. I work at a local hospital, and there's a lot of COVID again, and now they're gearing up for, you know, the flu season. I'm hoping that most people get their jabs done. But probably be a lot that don't. I've had my COVID booster and my flu jab. I had them last week. on the same day, one in each arm. It was quite interesting, really. Didn't have any side effects except just a stiff arm, which was a bit difficult when I was trying to sleep on my either side. Right, so we've got the gecko. He looks a bit strange, doesn't he? May have to chop the back side off, actually. I'm going to have to do that. So it's just going to be literally his back legs there. So he lives in the desert, this one, this particular one. We've got this huge triangular piece. And just cut round that, make that a bit smaller. I did think about Googling, you know, the pyramids, or I had a good look in my stash because I did think I had a triangular stamp, but I couldn't seem to find one. I probably have actually used that in the past because I did this Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge last year for 2021, and one or two of the prompts are the same as last year, not in the same order for the same weeks or anything like that. It's just similar prompts, you know, so I may have actually used them. So I don't know if this card thing is going to work, whether it's going to be too big. So I may have to forgo the triangular thing if this doesn't work. I do like to try and use what I've got at home rather than, you know, Googling everything. I think I'm going to cut straight across the bottom because it's supposed to be a triangle. Let's put that in the bin. Right, so we have this. So kind of layering this up with the gecko, and we've got our typewriter paper. So we'll use the ruler. I'll just push that to one side. I'll take off some of this and maybe cut it down a bit. Make it a bit more easy to use. Just going with the flow today. Try not to overthink it. So got some typewriter paper there. Maybe we could just put a bit of a line along the bottom, maybe down here. Be quite nice. Running out of my typewriter paper now. Maybe I just get my type up something on the laptop and in the typewriter font, maybe. Okay, so we want some stripy or lined paper, really. So I've got some bits here, scrap. So that might be quite nice, and maybe a piece of this. Must empty my bin. So getting a bit full up. Like that, perhaps. What else did we need? Something triangular, something glass. So I really like the stained glass window. So I think I'm going to put that on one of these on anyway. This is a nice one. I'm just going to cut around that. Beautiful colours, absolutely beautiful. And perhaps we just put this glass on as well. Who, you know, it doesn't matter, does it? It's really up to me what I put on, I suppose. just the tail end of it, or the top part, so that could perhaps go there. And I think we'll leave the library card off because I can substitute the lined paper for that, because I'm not happy with that library card. Don't think it came out too well really. And I've got a bit more lined paper here, which is quite nice. So oh, they do look a bit odd, don't they, sometimes? Let's see this. Didn't tear that very well. Let's take that piece off, and that, and maybe that can go, I don't know, under here. Poor old gecko with no tail. He's a Manx gecko. Manx is an Isle of Man term, and they have Manx cats. That's where it's come from, and they have no tails. And so he's a Manx gecko, not ghetto, gecko. Goodness me. Right, okay. I might put just a bit more of this on. Let's take a bit off here. Maybe pop that down there like so. So I think those would be okay. I think that's what I'm going to go with anyway at the moment. So just going to go and stick these down. I'm not going to I might distress the edges of the paper I've torn up. So here's my glue book. Okay, so I think gecko, let's pop this down. So let's get the distress ink vintage photo as usual, of course. And I'm just going to go around the bits that are visible. So I'll pop that down first. It helps if you take the lid off, of course. Yeah, we've got a nice sunny day here, kind of real autumnal kind of day, but it's quite nippy. I think it's probably chillier in the house than out, actually. Right, so I've got to put the gecko down. That down here like that. Okay, and then lift his leg up, and we'll just do that quickly around there and there, just giving it a light inking, and that can go on here. I remember having a book similar to this when I was learning to touch type. I used to go on day release from school, senior school, down to the local college. So let's get around this very fibrous edges. Put that down. Like so. And I suppose we could pop this down. I'll just bring my glue book over, and I thought this was an unusual triangular piece. I've never seen a triangular card actually until I received this craft magazine. I'm afraid I do have the odd craft magazine that I cut up occasionally. Probably sacrilege, but I guess it depends what's in it. So that's going to go there, and I might pop this bit of lined paper on top of that there. And we've got this, haven't we? I will give that a bit of ink to just define that because it's very pale. So I wanted to lift that back up and pop that under there like so. Like that. And this I think can go along this way across there. I'm going to pop that down the bottom. More typewritten words and letters. And then we've got our stained windows. I think that would be quite nice, maybe up here. Like so. And let's put that there. I've kind of changed the position a bit, but that's what happens once I take them off the sheet. Like so. What else have I got? That's a piece of just scrapbook paper. Quite nice, I think. Maybe underneath that, so we're just going to gently lift that back up, peel that back, and then go ahead and put that down. Oops. So that's in kind of juxtaposition to the other piece of lined paper, but the lines are going in different directions. I don't really think I need this bit, actually. No, I don't need that. So let's find the 42. Now, is that going to be massive, isn't it? I always look through my glue book to see if I've got a 4 and a 2. So I've got a chapter 12, so I can use the 2. These are quite good to just cut out here and make them into numbers. And let's see if we've got a chapter 14 at all. That was 12, 13, hopefully there is a 14 and it's not been torn out. Well, looks like I might have used it. Okay, well, we may have to think of something else for the number 42. What's that? Yes. Yeah, I've been doing that all along, look. Okay, it's got these scraps from, so I think that number, like a 4 there and a 2, I think it's going to be massive. I don't know whether I want that to be so big. See if I've got any other numbers in here. I keep these in this book just to use for scrapping in this collage book, bits I've used before. Okay, right, let me have a look in the labels quickly, but I don't think I have a 42. Let's have a quick look. I've got a 22. Even separate numbers would be okay. I must cut some more. Got a 47. Might as well leave that out for another week. Yeah, I need to cut some more labels out, print them and cut them out. These are various different ones now that I've just put all in the same box because it saves having too many in different places and then never actually looking at any of them, forgetting that I have them. So I decided to put them all together. That's just my go-to box when I need some sort of label or something. Plenty of 2s, see, I'll just get the 2s out and hope that I come across something with a 4 on. It's probably highly unlikely since I need it. May have to stamp them on. Okay. Right, another 2 there. Everything but anything with a 4 on. There's 1 or 2 things in here that have got in that probably shouldn't be in here, I must say. No, I've probably used up everything I had. Ooh. Oh, there's a triangular piece. Now that's, I was looking for that. It's like a fake stamp. And I looked through here and I couldn't find it. So no, it's definitely not anything there. Okay, we'll put those all back. Keep that one out for another week. And I think what I'll do is just stamp 42 with these. And I'll just use a different colour. But let's just use a photo vintage photo, and we'll do 4. Press that in. There's a 4 and a 2. There, 42. Okay, and I'm going to write on here somewhere. I'll put on here hashtag 2022 planner. Oh, it's 41, isn't it? I'm such an idiot. You must have seen me looking and getting 2s out. Why did I think it was 2? It's only 1. Right, so we're going to have to do that again. So what I'll do is I'll stick this on, this little triangle here over that. Oh, I don't know. How ridiculous. I spent all that time and got all those 2s out and I didn't need it. So I'm going to pop that there. It's another little triangular piece. And then stamp 41 down here. Okay. Let's just wipe that because that's got a bit of ink round it. Try not to get that on there this time. So okay, so I'm going to go on the line down here and press that on. That's the 4, and then I want the 1. Which is there. So I'll just press the 1 down and not the rest of it. Hope that's got some on it, and put that down next to it. Ah, 41, there we are. Goodness me. Oh, that's such a noodle brain at times. Right, okay. So that's our collage for hashtag 2022 planner week 41. So to recap, we have glass. I have a champagne glass here and a stained glass window, something triangular in shape. I have a triangular card and a little triangular stamp here. Something found in the desert. I found a desert gecko. I've missed out the library ephemera, and I've gone for the typewriter text and the lined paper here and here and up there. So that is hashtag 2021 planner 41 2022. Right, hashtag 2022 planner 41. Goodness me, what is wrong with me? And that is what it looks like. It's very, very mixed up. I like using some magazine papers sometimes, you know, it's quite nice to have a change. So that's it. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you for next week's hashtag 2022 planner 42. Thank